Okay, we're back on the boat after 6 weeks of snow and cold. Too cold for me. But the sun's out today, so I thought I'd give it a try, and we actually have gotten some things done. Got the intake manifold torqued down, and we're going to now figure out how to put on that intake manifold on the outside next to the water tank. It's going to be cute. Not quite sure how we're going to do it yet, but got to give it a try. We're not going to be able to do it today because you need some more hardware, but we'll get it done. I'll show you what we're working on. Here's the intake manifold torqued down, and a nasty little bracket right there that holds the it's too cold for me to think. Holds the throttle linkage down. That's on. Everything looks yellow in here. It really isn't. It's because of the lights I'm using. Here's one of the valve cover in place. It's not bolted down. It's going to have to come off again. Just want to test fit the gasket. Make sure it was okay, and it is. Here's the problem. There's the new exhaust manifold, which happens to be a tiny bit thicker than the old one, even though it's the same part number. And that's going to go right down there. And the distance here, if you don't mind me shaking for a minute, the distance from here, side of the head, to the water tank is a little too small to be able to hang the manifold on a couple of studs so we can bolt it in place. The studs stick out about that far, and that's not enough room to get the manifold in. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to drop the manifold down. Oops, let's not do that. The thing we're going to do is drop the manifold down on that wood piece that holds this water tank in place, and then hoist it up one end at a time and slip it over a stud sticking out of the back of the head, or maybe even stick a bolt through it and bolt it in. I don't know. We're going to have to see. It's heavy, 52 pounds, so it's not going to be easy to do, but nothing on this boat has been easy to do so far, so let's get back out of the hole and see where we are. Everything so far has fit fine. New hardware is fine. But I think probably quit here in a few minutes and go get warm, because it is a tiny bit cold. But after 6 weeks, we're back in the hole. Interesting to see the battery chargers. Lights all on, ooh, and they're all charging. But none of them are charged completely yet because those red lights are still on. So I'm going to have to disconnect it because we can't really leave the boat plugged in when we're not here. I'd never be able to sleep anyway. So that's about it. It's up to about 32 degrees, 33 degrees in the cabin, and that feels tropical compared to where we are out here. So that's maybe the report, at least for Saturday. We'll see what we get done tomorrow. Okay, Sunday afternoon, and we are just about finished for today. Quite a lot of work, but we got that manifold, the outboard manifold, on. One man. Wasn't easy to do, but we knew it wasn't going to be easy to do. So I'll show you what it looks like. You'll really be excited to see an exhaust manifold. But it's held on with a 4-inch long 5/16 by 18 bolts, long bolts, and the tank is so close that you can just about get a wrench on. You can just about fit a 4-inch long bolt into the hole through the manifold You got to count, and you just got to work it around till you finally get in. So it's really close. But I'll show you. Here's the manifold in place. And here's it's a wrench with a deep socket, a 1/2 inch on it. And you can see how close to the water tank it is. Really, really tight. But it's there. Not all the bolts are in. That's because I'm getting tired. But I put a second bolt in. This is what those little buggers look like. And boy, they just make it. So I think we've got enough done for this weekend. That was my biggest worry right there, was the manifold. But it's on. The rest of the stuff is relatively easy to assemble. I say that, but of course nothing in this boat is really all that easy. But that's it for now.